this is the 2018 National 5 Maths. It's paper 1, question 18. It's a trig identity question, and most of these questions cause pupils issues. Like, they tend to be at the difficult end of the specification. I would say closer to higher end than Nat 5. But pause this and have a go at it. Question 18. Otherwise, I'm going to continue. So it says, express sin x cos x tan x in its simplest form. So we know that we have two identities, these ones. And if you're asked to simplify a trig identity, then chances are one of these two comes in useful. So which one do you think it's going to be? Well, the first one has sine squared x and cos squared x. So there's no tan x in the first one, but the second one has sine x, cos x, and tan x. So it's likely going to be this one. So let's give it a go and see if this one is any use. So we have sin x, cos x, tan x. We'll write it down as it appears in the question. And we then want to somehow substitute this identity into this. There's a few ways you can do it, but the best one to do is, let's substitute tan x for sin x over cos x. I don't know what it is, but I feel as if getting rid of the tan x as soon as possible makes things easier. Yeah, I would say the easiest way to do it is to eliminate the tan x in place of sin x over cos x. And you always want to make clear in the question which identity you are using. That's what you definitely want to do. So write a note at the side that will say which identity you used. So we can write here, used tan x equals sin x over cos x. And this lets them know that you've not just guessed it, that you know the identity in question. If you get one of these questions, please write down the two identities. The first one is sin x over cos x equals tan x. The second one is sin squared x plus cos squared x equals 1. And you want to write those down because chances are at least one of them, if not both, will be needed to answer the question. We have that. Then if we have a look, we can eliminate the cos x and the cos x, so we can eliminate, and we then multiply the two sin x's. So this becomes sin squared x. If we eliminate them, then you're left with a sin x multiplied by a sin x gives us this. I'm going to specify this part really clearly because so many pupils lose points with this. This is sin of x all squared. It is equal to this, which is what we found to be the answer to the question. So these are the same thing. This is something totally different. Is this. Now that is something totally different, because this equals, if you put the sign of x squared but you put the brackets around the x squared, it's then equal to this. The idea with the first one is that's the correct one for the answer. So the idea is you find sine x, then square the whole thing. The second version is you find x squared, then take the sine of that value. So these are not the same. Please don't mess that up in the exam. A lot of pupils do this. The marking scheme does make this very clear. So let's have a look at how this question was marked then. So the first mark would be for the substitution of sine x over cos x, and we've specified that here. And the second mark is for the final answer of sine squared x. They would give you nothing for showing no working. The reason for this is because you need to show your knowledge of trig identities, but if you show no working, you won't be able to let the marker know that you know these identities, that's what they're evaluating, is that you know that sine x over cos x equals tan x. And it also stops people randomly guessing the answer. Like if you have to show your steps, you can't just make up an answer. So I hope you found this video useful, and I'll put this back up one last time. Now that's the solution, and that was the question. So best of luck with the studying. If you have any issues, just leave a comment. But thank you.